Hello. I have another walkthrough for you today. I just finished this photo album. It's the biggest one I've done yet. I'm Carol Parsons, and this album was made with Stamperia's paper, the Savana collection. And I used 4 packs of 8x8 papers. The paper has cut aparts in it, so I did not buy any die cuts or stickers or anything else to go with it, except I did buy these stencils. And I think, I got these off the Amazon and now I can't remember, but I think these might have been Stamperias. I don't know. It doesn't say anywhere on it. Anyway, that's the only other thing I bought, except for the little charm I got off of Etsy. So, I followed a tutorial pretty much done by a lady from the Netherlands. Her name is Diana, and her screen name is Scrap Queen. The cover is mine. I did my own cover design, just kind of a collage with papers from the collection. And then the page designs were Diana's because they're gorgeous. And I'm sorry for the glare, but this is the only page that will have it. This is a piece of, let's see, Stampin' Up! Calls it window plastic, but it's acetate. And I've also used all Stampin' Up! Cardstocks and inks in this. So I inked all the edges on the pieces, all the edges of the cut aparts, and the stencils I used Stampin' Up's ink and their brushes, blending brushes. So, oh, and I even used Stampin' Up's Crystal Effects, which we're not making anymore, at least at the moment, for these smaller pieces for the string tie envelopes. And this envelope, okay, you have to be smarter than the envelope. There we go. All right, these are 3 pieces of scraps. That's where Diana got her name, Scrap Queen. She uses scraps, puts them together, and they're gorgeous. It's really easy to do that with this paper because of the nature of these African designs. So anyway, this is a huge pocket, and there's room in here for tons of stuff. Now, this is why you have the acetate here, because when it's open, everything's out of it, you can see through to the design on the inside. And I think you can see there, it's big hinge pockets. And these tags in here, I was inspired by Diana. There's the name of the company and something, I don't know, official down here, and I used a little piece of the paper and covered that up. And then I also used one of these little round circles to cover up that, I don't know, copyright design or something, so that I could use this piece of paper from the front cover of the pads. And here's a tag. And this is a little book I made with some cardstock covered with the papers. And it has plain paper inside for journaling. Tons of place you can write, or you could put photos in here if you like. But this book is for my niece, Addie. And Addie has a little 3-year-old. And they're so adorable at that age. When you take them to the zoo, I can only imagine the kinds of experiences they're having. So there's plenty of room for her to write there. So all of this will fit back in this pocket. And there's room for more. That's the cool thing. Like, she might pick up some, cute little flyer or map for the zoo, or bumper sticker or something and want to keep it. So there's room. There we go. And then this side has a string tie as well. And I did some more scrap pieces here, but again, the nature of that paper, you can't tell. But you know, Diana does that on all of her books, and it looks beautiful. So inside here, there's a pocket and a nice big tag. And there, you could put more than just that one tag in there. And then down below, oops, I'm out of frame here, trying to accommodate the view for the top. There we go. Down below, you open up and there's room for journaling, photo, or you could just leave it that way to look at the pretty papers, whatever. All right. And then these pages were constructed with 8x8 square black envelopes that I got from Amazon. And I liked it because I cut open the other end, so both ends are open. That's how I attach them to the posts on the binding. And then this end of each of those pages is open so that I can put a big tag, you know, nice pocket. And I loved Diana's idea of using the cutout circle there because there are so many of these circle medallions in the paper. So I just thought that was genius. And this set of pages, these are mirror images, okay? And they're just pockets. And I used this stencil here, tags for the pockets, and then in this one I used the other end of that stencil. So I've got both sides there. And here's another pocket. This one I put a flap on, and there's room for photos on the back. And then, okay, this page is pretty cool. It's got some things going on here. So first of all, there's a pocket here with places for photos here. And then it opens up. Got some journaling or a photo place. And it opens down. There's another stencil. I did that right on the pattern paper. And I'm going to have to turn it sideways so that you can see, oops, everything. Sorry about the shake. And then in the middle, there's a pocket, a little tuck pocket. So there's some tags for journaling, whatever. This page is so much fun. What do you see? Okay, so this is one of those medallions. And then there's a big magnet on the back of this because look what it does. Okay, opens up. But that's not all, because it opens up again. Right? And then that's still not all, because it opens up again. Here. And it opens up again. Look at all that room for writing or photos. And then in the very back, there's another pocket. I've got tags here made from the paper. And a big tag booklet. You can journal or put photos in there. And then close this back up. I just think that's the coolest thing. I wonder how she comes up with these ideas. Pretty amazing. Hats off to you, Diana. And then this one, because this page is so thick, I couldn't put the opening for, you know, with the cutout circle thing for the envelope on this side. So I put it on this side. And I'm going to have to come up with a way to adjust this magnet. I used a small magnet, and for the regular pages it's fine. I should have put a big one in here like I did that other one because it's not strong enough. But anyway, other than that, I love this page. I love how it turned out. These flip open, and the one on the bottom does the same thing. Oh, you still can't see. Let me get in frame here. I'll have to put it sideways, but you can still see. So there's room for photos and journaling there. And then, turn it back around here for the waterfall. I love this idea. You just put a strip of each section of the picture. So that was all one page of paper, right? And you just cut it. And so there's room for, I think, 9 photos in here. And I used scraps to cover up the seams of the cardstock. And then in the back, there's a little tuck spot here for some tags. Or you could take those out and put a photo there if you like. And here's the last page. And this one is very cool too. All right. So it's a belly band, magnetic. And I did use a big one on this one. I should have used a bigger one on the other one. But I'm learning. And all those pretty medallions. And in the center here, there are 2 pockets for little booklets. And you can put photos or journaling in there. And then, oops, there we go. Back behind this whole section is a pocket. So there's a big photo mat here. And then behind the top section is another pocket. So there's another photo mat there. And then this is the really cool part. You ready? All right, let me get that in there. And I've got to tilt it a little, I think, so you can see what it does. So you pull it open this way, and look. You've got 4 places for photos here, right? That's not all, because look at this. 4 places on the other side. Isn't that the coolest thing? So you can, well, let's see, maybe I can fit this so you can see. It's like a tunnel. And it wasn't that hard to make either. That is pretty cool. I love that. I think Diane is a genius. So that's my latest album. This is the biggest one I've made so far. This is 8 1/4 by 8 1/2. And the next one I'm making will be 8 by 8, and it won't be a photo album. The next one is using Stamperia's newest set of papers, and it's called the Vintage Library. It has a dragon and a wizard, owls, and a castle. It's the pages of those papers tell a story. And a story began forming in my mind, and before you know it, I was writing a story. So that book is going to be a storybook. And it's based on some stories. Well, it's not based on, but the idea is coming that the dragon is telling about fractured fairy tales, which my brother used to make up and tell me all the time when I was little, and that's my aunt's dad. So that is going to be really fun to work with. So when I'm done with that, I'll put another walkthrough for you. See you later.